Hi viewers, in this video let us learn about the topic of process of winding up by tribunal. Hope you already know winding up by tribunal is also known as compulsory winding up. Now in this process we do have 10 steps. Coming to the first one. The first step is filing a copy of petition with the registrar. That means they are saying that a petition should be kept for winding up of the company to the registrar. Now, already we learned who can keep a petition, that is who can file a petition. Now, first one is company can file a petition, contributor can file a petition, or register, or any government officials or any person authorized by the central government. Now we file a petition with the register. That petition should be verified within 60 days by the registrar of companies, that is ROC. If he finds that the company should be winded up, he will send this petition to the tribunal. In the second step, the tribunal will appoint a company liquidator. Company liquidator is a person who possesses or who may be a chartered accountant, company secretary, or any cost accountant or any professional. Now the work of this company liquidator is he values all the assets and liabilities of the company. Now this appointment of company liquidator is according to section 275. Now sometimes the company liquidator may be removed or replaced. This removal and replacement are explained under section 276 of the Companies Act. Removal and replacement of company liquidator occurs due to 4-5 reasons. First one is the liquidator who was appointed may be misconduct, that means the behavior of the person is not good, or he is failed to exercise his duties, or he may be a liquidator, or he may be lacking of the independence. At that situation, the tribunal will appoint the tribunal's liquidator. That means the company want to remove this liquidator, again this liquidator will be replaced by the tribunal. That means law appoints the liquidator. Now after getting the notice to this liquidator, within 7 days he should joining in the company as a liquidator. This is according to section 277 subsection 1. Now when this liquidator is appointed, immediately registrar has to take an action on the company liquidator. Now after appointing this company liquidator, there should be an advertisement of the winding up of the company. Winding up of companies advertisement should be there in the newspaper. That newspaper also should be in English language and a principal regional language. Regional language is nothing but where in which state the company is existing, the registered office area's language. Now after giving this advertisement, next step is constitution committee will be formed. In this constitution committee, the official liquidator, that is this person who are appointed by the liquidator will be there, and the nominee of secured creditors and a professional nominated by the tribunal are included in this committee. Now in this committee, what are the functions of this committee? They take over the assets, examine the statement of affairs, they will recover property or cash or anything which is which will belong to the company, and benefits derived therefrom, and they will review the audit reports, they will sell the assets if any there, and finalization of list of creditors and payment of dividends to these creditors, and if any other as the tribunal may direct from time to time. Next one is the report and minutes of this committee. Now in this report and minutes, hope everyone we have know about the minutes. Minutes are nothing but at the time of meeting book will be maintained. Now that minutes book and reports are signed by each and every member present in that meeting, and they declare the dissolution of the company. Now coming to here, they are saying what is the effect of winding up order. Now they are saying that if it is benefited to creditors and all contributors, then the order will be passed. Now jurisdiction of the tribunal, that means the tribunal notwithstanding contained the law in time being in force. That means that jurisdiction or dispose of should be any suit or proceeding by or against the company, or any claim made by or against the company, including claims by or against any of its branches in India, or any application made under section 233, or any scheme submitted under section 262. That means they are saying that out of these four, company name, no case should be there in a tribunal. Now, after verifying everything, the company liquidator will submit a report. What the report consists? It consists of nature and details of all the assets, cash balance and land and all assets of the company. Second one, the amount of issued capital, subscribed and paid up capital. Next, the existing and contingent liabilities and names, addresses and occupations of its creditors. Next, guarantees if any extended to the company, or details of trademarks, intellectual property rights owned by the company, and details of subsisting contracts, joint ventures and collaborations if any. It also includes holding and subsidiary companies if any exist in the company name. Now, on the report of the company liquidator, the tribunal will give direction on the report of the company liquidator. What the direction it do take? Depending upon these details, the company winding up will be decided by the tribunal. Now, coming to next point, next step is custody of company's properties. That means they are saying that company will be in the handover of the tribunal from the date of winding up of the company. Now, on the application of the company liquidator, the tribunal any time may wind up the company, requiring the time being on a list of contributories. Now, after the custody, we do have the settlement to the contributories by the tribunal. That means if company is due to any contributories, it will rectify all the members and it will submit all the money liable to them by the company. Now, next step is submission of periodic reports to the tribunal. As these are big companies which cannot be liquidated within 1 day or 2 days. This may be happens till 6 months, or it may extend to 1 year also. At this situation, the liquidator must make a report at the end of each quarter and submit these to the tribunal. Now, finally coming to the step of winding up of the company. They are saying that as per section 302 subsection 1, when the affairs of a company has been completely wound up, the company liquidator shall make an application for the tribunal for dissolution of such company. The tribunal make an application filed by the company. It takes opinion responsible, that is reasonable in the circumstances, and take an order for the dissolution of the company, and it may give an order that the company shall be dissolved. This is the process of winding up of companies by tribunal, which is also known as compulsory winding up. Hope everyone will understand nicely. Thank you one and all.